Okay, this video is to go over the form and technique for executing a proper dumbbell Romanian deadlift. Okay, this is a hip dominant movement, which means we're going to get a lot of hamstring, a lot of glutes, a lot of posterior chain. Now, I recommend two things: straps like these and a belt, because this is a heavy movement to put on the erectors, or the muscles that go along your spine, and we want to keep a neutral back as we do these. So wear a belt and protect your back, and also it's going to just help focus your mind on the muscles you want to work and keep the back safe. So I'm gonna wear my belt here. I have a big bulky powerlifting belt. Any weightlifting belt will do, really, as long as you can brace against it and create some pressure. Then I'm gonna use my straps, grab my dumbbells here, and this goes for all types of RDLs with a cable, with a barbell. We're gonna execute these relatively the same way. So I wanna find a kind of shoulder width apart stance, and the weights are gonna be in front of me. Now, as I go down, I don't want to think about bending over. I want to think about sending my hips back while keeping my back straight. So I'm going to try and teeter-totter, soft bend in the knees. I'm gonna come down till I hit my mobility. Then I'm gonna use my hips to push through it, almost like I'm doing a glute thrust forward. So I go down, feel the stretch in the hammies, all the weight is on the legs. Stop when I can't go any further without rounding my back, because nothing happens here, right? That's just movement and spinal flexion. We don't want any of that on the hamstrings. So I come down to where my mobility allows, hip thrust, squeeze the glutes forward. That's all I need to do. Now, honestly, you don't have to hyperextend on these. If you're ever leaning back at the end of these, you're wasting movement. Let's keep tension on the hamstrings and the glutes as a secondary, because that's where we want the tension here. So again, as an example, I'm gonna move just like this. The weight is a little bit away from me. It's not glued to my legs the whole time. That's because we're not doing a regular deadlift. We're doing a Romanian deadlift, and we want tension on the hamstrings and other parts of the posterior chain. Just like that. So again, make sure you're using straps and a belt. I really suggest that for this, because we want to focus on the muscles we're working and not allow our grip or anything else to be the limiting factor or the weak part in the chain. We want it to stay on the muscles we're working. Again, the hamstrings and the glutes. That's how you execute a dumbbell Romanian deadlift correctly.